Don't blink, it's your boy Yink. Welcome to the show. Today, we hope that having a wonderful day on this 2nd August 2025. Today, we're drinking coffee, we're eating calabrese sausage, we're eating some cheese, which is pretty freaking good. But the most thing that we're doing is we're doing a review of episode number 3 and 4 of Tengu Aiki. Now, usually when I do a recap, I have my computer on my laps, but there's no computer to be seen, which is kind of pretty good. I want to apologize for Tengu Aiki. I forgot to watch it last week completely. So yeah, my apologies for that. However, we did watch number 3 and number 4. So guys, remember that we had a test. So the very first part of it is the team. Now, forming the team didn't go as planned. For example, it was a classic kind of Naruto case. I would like to see other team for a tuning exam. I would like to see the second team, the third team, but we only saw the first team, which is our main character. It's our main character. It's a girl that constantly apologizes. It's a guy that's a bit weird. We don't know much of his backstory. So we go into the course. The course is you have to fight the teacher, and you have to fight the teacher, and you have to get 2 balls. And if you make it out of the forest, you win. And if you kill him, you get to choose the team. There's 2 characters that wants to kill him. Our main character to go against the guy who killed his father, and the other character which has a mask. And the mask, he's kind of like an asshole, but I actually really like the mask. I don't know the name. I'm sorry. They were introduced yesterday to me, so give me a chance. The character with the mask is also so it's complex. They start and they don't want to work together. First of all, is the girl who constantly apologizes. She goes in and she has this almost monster, and this monster is like, hey, it's a big cyst. So this monster acts sort of like, I don't know if you're gonna know what I mean by that, but it's sort of a Utah spirit and Jutsu Kaisen. So the spirit comes in and it protects his sister. It's kind of like a summon with blood. They're always using the blood. Now later in this episode, we learn that the Oni are able to manipulate blood. Most of them are going to be a specific form or specific experience, which is really cool. Because you guys remember, see, this is insane. Because I said that in the first episode. In the first episode, he transformed into an Oni and he shoot his gun. I'm like, oh, it's cool because he still kept his memories because he shoot his gun. So when he fights the girl, because the girl loses control. Okay, so that's not how it works. The guy with the mask is an asshole. So he goes in and he's trying to destroy everything and he doesn't care about his teammates. He's actually pretty strong. He has some really nice blades, a chainsaw, and a seesaw. That's his weapon. So he goes in, and the girl is a bit in the way because she doesn't do much. She's constantly apologizing. And then we got our main character. He comes in, it's like, yo, let's protect her because he's awkward with the ladies. This is a chance for the lady, and that's actually super cute. Very, very nice. So he was in protector. I think against the guy with the mask. The guy with the mask, he shows him how to use the power. So he has his thumb, and what he does is he puts his thumb in his skin, and he opens up his skin, which I thought was amazing. And then he used the blood for that. Our main character doesn't know how to do that, so he's trying to do a blade to fight off the blade. It doesn't work. So then he realized that what he's doing was wrong. He realized that what he has to do is a gun. Now, what is kind of cool is he used to collect gun, so he chose a big gun. Now, the problem with this is, are we establishing that all the gun that he had he's able to use are only one gun. However, he does it. He's so strong that he changed the weather. That's actually pretty cool. Now they tie up the guy with the mask. Is like, yo, you're gonna be trusted. Now the teacher comes in and says, hey, running out of time. I got a ball. So the teacher sees them. In this case, my personal opinion, the teacher said they had potential, but they couldn't find the ball. So what he does is he finds the ball. He says, if you wanted to fight me, otherwise find the other ball. I think that's what he did to help them out, kind of. So then they fight, and the craziest thing is, they go in, and the guy with the mask is like tied up. And it's like the teacher comes in to save the guy with the mask, or to be the two of them because they're vulnerable because there's only one fighter, which is the main character. The character pretend like he's running away, then he come back and he helps the guy with the mask and say, "Hey, you gotta listen for me." The reason we get the reason why the mask is weird is Father Momoto, which is a hunter of Oni, and the main character is a Momoto, or the son of a Momoto, which again is the hunter of Oni. We get a sad truth how there's almost a genocide of Onis for the kids. The kids are getting killed even if they don't know what they did, if they did and do anything wrong, because they're Onis, and we see that the people are surviving. Now, one thing that I didn't appreciate or didn't like, but it's kind of normal, is everybody had a general understanding of the Oni. So how do you get that? Is it common in the world? Are they there for a while more? And then all of them do a test. So it's almost as if they were all recruited at the same time. It doesn't make a lot of sense, you know? But it's an anime. So let's continue. We got episode. So we got episode number 2, where he fights. The main character fights the teacher, but he's not strong enough. So he runs away. He comes back to say the guy with the mask and say, "Yo, I'm not gonna work with you," because the son, the main character is like, "I love my father," and he wants to avenge him. It's like, your father's a Momoto. He's a bad guy. We'll never work together. And then there's actually a really cool moment. The main character, because he's kind of like a dumbass, it's actually really funny, forgets the goal, which is to reach the finish line with one ball. So technically speaking, they're in groups of 3. So the group of 3, one person out of the 3 will fail. That's to have the strongest. So he leaves, the guy with the mask, leave to the finish line, and wins, and this gets qualified. But then the guy with the mask is like, "No, I cannot do that. I don't want to be in doubt to him." I don't think it's true. I think he's a nice guy at the end. Like, this guy literally went to war for me, and I help him out. He's like, "I don't mind if I fail. You have to succeed. So give him the ball." So then the coolest thing is he has aspiration, he has dream, and he's like, the main character is like, "Okay, well, thank you for that." Then we have a Kyoto school. I actually really like that. Again, it's a system of My Hero Academia. There's multiple school of heroism, and one of the school is, I think, about Momoto. So, which possibly means that they know that there's schools there. So then, instead of failing everybody, they need every student that they can get to fight. Now, also, what the problem is, like Academy, there's no mention of other students before them. There's no mention of another Oni. It's just like all of this happens. The greatest thing about Tengu Ari is the pace. The pace is actually really good, but the pace is not that great because we're missing up and we're skipping a lot of information. See, I kind of don't fuck with that. But that's pretty much it. Anyway, I love you guys. Take it easy. Peace.